in your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for what it means for mass incarceration.
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Well, then, can I ask about mass incarceration? And do you think the movement is...
Hold up. What if the whole Beyoncé and Jay-Z love story we've been sold is nothing but a fairy tale lie?
My little girl, Alex, she's about 4 now.
You mean you had a child?
Yeah.
How old were you when you had that child?
11.
Billionaires, they're f***ing and eating kids. They're eating kids. They're eating kids. They're eating kids. How the f*** is nobody upset? They're eating.
Because what I'm about to expose isn't just about the Epstein files. It's about how two of the music world's biggest heavyweights allegedly crossed paths on that island, striking a dark, twisted deal that built an empire drenched in secrets, sacrifice, and exploitation. But here's what everyone's missing. The internet is ablaze. Jay-Z's name is plastered all over the Epstein files. Beyoncé just hemorrhaged 10 million Instagram followers in days. The NFL unfollowed him. Apple Music hit unfollow. Rihanna bounced. And the pair reportedly vanished to opposite corners of the globe.
Jay-Z at 26 with an Aaliyah at 15, and Jay-Z at 27 with a Beyoncé at 60.
While everyone's obsessing over whether Jay-Z showed up at some 1996 party, they're totally missing the real tea, the one hiding in plain sight for over 20 years. What if I told you Jay-Z and Beyoncé didn't meet at some industry mixer or studio like they claim? What if their first encounter was on Epstein Island? And what if Beyoncé wasn't just a victim, but a key player in a shadowy operation that skyrocketed both their careers? Let me unpack this, because once you spot the pattern, you can't unsee it. Official story. They started dating around 2000 to 2001. She was 19, he 31. Kept it hush-hush, tied the knot in 2008, power couple, American royalty, yada yada. But something doesn't add up.
In the Epstein files, an anonymous woman claims she was abducted, drugged, and allegedly woke up naked to find Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein in bed with.
These photos have been floating around for years, but no one bothered to connect the dots. Jay-Z wasn't just into dating younger women. This was about access. Access to elite circles. Access to people like Jeffrey Epstein. According to the freshly leaked Epstein files, an anonymous woman claims she was abducted and drugged in the late 90s or early 2000s, waking up to find Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein in her room. The report was filed back in 2019, but only now is it finally seeing the light of day.
You taught me how to be a woman. You taught me how to live. You taught me how to be a friend.
Now, hold on to your seats, because here's where it gets wild. What if Beyoncé was already on that island at the time, not as a classic victim, but as someone being positioned, groomed to play the role of a handler herself? Let's break down what a madam actually does in these elite circles. She's not just recruiting, she's managing, making sure the right people meet the right people, building alliances, the glue holding the dark network together. And if you trace Beyoncé's career, something is seriously off. Destiny's Child was a hit, sure, but skyrocketing from girl group to global icon? That doesn't just happen. That takes connections, powerful patrons, and something to trade in return. And here's the kicker. Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where babies from other countries are mutilated and sacrificed, claim some insiders. Nicki Minaj has been spilling this tea for months. Rituals, sacrifices, shadowy operations. Now, allegedly untouchable thanks to Trump pardoning Desiree Perez, CEO of Roc Nation, she's saying what no one else dares. But back to Beyoncé. Picture this, a 16 or 17-year-old brought to Epstein Island, told it's a networking gig, promised career help, and there she meets Jay-Z, already a known player in these dark circles.
Jay-Z and Pusha T are on the Epstein files, and people are not trying to keep the same energy saying it's cap. Nah. Y'all said we believe in everything on the Epstein files. Which one is it? The woman on the files claims that Pusha T and Harvey Weinstein attended a party with her, and then they proceeded to give her that Bill Cosby. How you have people on social media saying, no. They believe everything about Elon and Bill Gates, but they won't believe anything when it comes to Pusha T and Jay-Z.
Listen up. You taught me how to be a woman, not loved me, not supported me. You trained me like a mentor prepping someone for a very specific role. Here's what I see. Beyoncé quickly realized Epstein Island wasn't just a playground for powerful men. It was a blueprint for building power herself. She scoped out the networks, figured out who really mattered, and went straight for the big names: music execs, politicians, billionaires, and yes, Jay-Z. He became her golden ticket. They made a deal. She would be his public face, his shield. The world's obsession with Beyoncé would protect him, while he handed her his empire, his label, and his connections. Think about it. Why has Jay-Z dodged accountability for decades? Because she's untouchable. And as long as she's standing, so is he. But guess what? That protection is starting to crack. The Epstein files show him deeply embedded in these circles exactly when Beyoncé was rising. 3 million pages, 2,000 videos, and still no proof of Beyoncé? Or maybe she appears, but not as a victim, as someone running the room, the glue of the operation. Epstein didn't just traffic bodies, he trafficked influence. He connected powerful people, built networks, and guess what? Beyoncé and Jay-Z were quietly constructing their own web at the same time. Now let's talk cash flow. Ivy Park with Adidas, Renaissance, world tours, movies, hair care, Cowboy Carter, perfume, liquor lines, NFL halftime show. She's moving at a pace even her peak couldn't touch. Liquidating, building her own empire, separate from Jay-Z. She knows the walls are closing in. When his past explodes, she'll be ready, publicly innocent, claiming manipulation, naivety. But here's the tea. She knew everything. She played her role perfectly. Enter Pusha T, allegedly a shadow handler. Not every player is a headline. Handlers move in the shadows. They organize, control, and clean up messes. Could Pusha T have been one? Absolutely. Recruited by Jay-Z to enforce loyalty. Because once you're in, leaving risks everyone going down. And yes, Nicki Minaj has been dropping bombs about rituals, blood sacrifices, and Hollywood initiations. Literal or symbolic, it's all about proving loyalty. If Beyoncé and Jay-Z cut their deal on Epstein Island, their ritual was complicity, sacrificing innocence to build their empire. And yes, 50 Cent has been trolling Jay-Z like crazy, but is also bringing receipts. Take Jay-Z's 2006 song, 36-year-old man rapping about a 19-year-old, referencing Stephen King, whose stories revolve around trauma and lost innocence. That's not romance. That's grooming, control, predator tactics. And if that's public, imagine what happened behind closed doors on Epstein Island. Fast forward to 2026, Epstein files out, Jay-Z's name everywhere. Beyoncé lost millions of followers, both reportedly fleeing separately. Not the first time they run. Japan, Qatar. But this time, Beyoncé isn't running with him. She's running from him. Distance, protection, setting up her public innocence. Truth is, she made the deal. She's been profiting for over 20 years. Sources confirm Jay-Z met criminal and divorce lawyers during the Diddy scandal. Beyoncé was ready to bolt, but they held it together, attention management 101. Now, inevitable. Epstein files dwarf Diddy. Evidence is massive, and Beyoncé's only move is to cut Jay-Z loose. Mark my words, within 6 months, one of Hollywood's biggest divorces drops. Publicists spin it. The Carters separated years ago, grew apart, focusing on their journeys, always loved each other. Sure, but the real reason? Jay-Z is about to fall, and Beyoncé refuses to go down with him. Here's the twist most don't see: Rock Nation power dynamics. CEO Desiree Perez, arrested in the 90s, pardoned by Trump. Timing perfect. Nicki Minaj saw the play, allied with Trump, now untouchable. Free to call out Jay-Z and Beyoncé without fear. Their old protection? Gone. Leverage shifted. He's on his own. When the Epstein files dropped, Jay-Z allegedly wiped Instagram. Spin it as marketing if you want, but wiping everything right after being named in the largest case of modern history? Panic. Control the narrative. Brace for impact. And here's the finale. People pick and choose which files to believe. Politician you hate? Instant belief. Celebrity you love? Suddenly it's fake. Either you trust the evidence, or you don't. Jay-Z and Beyoncé can't run forever. If it's a politician you despise, suddenly you believe every word. But a celebrity you love? Instantly it's planted evidence. Let's wait for facts. Here's the reality. Jeffrey Epstein documented everything for a reason. Every page, every photo, every video was insurance. He had dirt on everyone, and now it's all public. You can't cherry pick. Either you believe the victims, or you don't. Either you trust the evidence, or you don't. No gray areas. And let's not ignore the part everyone sweeps under the rug, Jay-Z and Aaliyah. She was 15. He was 26. Multiple photos show them looking far too comfortable, far too intimate, far from appropriate. Nicki Minaj called it out. Jay-Z even referenced leaving CDS in a child's car seat in a song. Why would a grown man hang around a car seat unless he had a relationship with someone that young, or was grooming a teen? The patterns? Obvious. The receipts? There. People refuse to see it because they love the music too much. So here's what it boils down to. Did Jay-Z and Beyoncé really meet on Epstein Island? Did Beyoncé act as a madam, connecting powerful men to victims to boost a career? Did they strike a deal that shielded them both for decades? Maybe we'll never have 100% proof. But the timeline, the patterns, the money grabs, the separate escapes, it all points to one reality. These two are not who you think. Their love story, a lie. Their empire, built on secrets, exploitation, and a deal made in one of the darkest corners of the world. And that light, it's only getting brighter. The Epstein files are just the beginning. More victims will speak. More evidence will leak. And when it does, the entire house of cards collapses. Beyoncé knows it. Jay-Z knows it. That's why they are running. But newsflash, you can't run forever. Not from this. Not from 3 million pages of evidence. Not from 2,000 videos. Not from the truth.